Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that's about more than just giant slaying. It's about what happens after the big victory. We all know how David defeated Goliath, becoming an overnight hero in Israel. It was an incredible moment. After that epic battle, King Saul welcomed David into his royal court. It seemed like the perfect next chapter. David served the king loyally, and the people couldn't stop singing his praises. Can you imagine the celebration? But here's where the story takes a sharp turn. The cheers and songs started to sound a little different. People were singing, "Saul has slain his thousands, and David his 10,000s." Now, picture King Saul hearing this. Instead of celebrating David's success as a victory for all of Israel, a dark seed of jealousy began to grow in his heart. He saw David not as a loyal servant, but as a rival, a threat to his throne. He thought David was stealing his glory, and that jealousy quickly morphed into fear and anger. Saul's heart turned against the very hero he once praised. It got so bad that Saul actually tried to harm David, even throwing a spear at him while David was playing the harp to soothe the king. But time and again, God protected David. Realizing his life was in danger, David had no choice but to flee the palace. He left everything behind and escaped into the wilderness, becoming a fugitive. Imagine going from a celebrated hero to a hunted man, hiding in caves and desolate places. It would be so easy to become bitter or to question everything. But David's response is what makes this story so powerful. In the quiet of the desert, he didn't plot revenge. Instead, he prayed. He poured out his heart to God, saying, "Lord, you are my refuge. I will trust in you and wait for your timing." He placed his future entirely in God's hands. Here's the most incredible part. On two separate occasions, David had the perfect opportunity to get his revenge. He found King Saul vulnerable and defenseless. His men urged him to strike to end his suffering and claim the throne that was prophesied for him. But David refused. He held back and said, "I will not lift my hand against the Lord's anointed." David understood that true strength isn't always about fighting back or taking matters into your own hands. Sometimes it's about patience, faith, and trusting that a higher plan is at work. He chose to honor God's authority above his own desires for justice. By waiting for God's promise to unfold in its own time, David showed a kind of courage that was even greater than facing Goliath. Thanks so much for watching today. If this story resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. See you in the next video.